You know, guys, as I'm watching last night's game with the Colts demolishing the Giants, and FYI, just about every single handicapper here at the site had big plays on Indianapolis, including yours truly. I'm thinking to myself, here we are, first half of the season is done, and there is not one single team in the league that has a shutdown defense. I'm talking about a dominating defensive unit. Now, I'm not talking about if you go to the NFL.com and go to the team stats page and you'll see the Detroit Lions with the overall #1 defense in the league. Do the Detroit Lions put you in mind of a team that have a shutdown defense? No, I'm talking about the type of defense that the Seattle Seahawks had last year. And FYI, the Seattle Seahawks do not have that same defense as they did last year, and that's become painfully clear. I mean, you give up 30 points at San Diego. You give up 30 points at home and lose to Dallas. You give up 24 points to the Oakland Raiders last week. Hey, and if you want to know what the biggest problem with the Seahawks, look at the lack of a pass rush, guys. 11 sacks so far on the season. Last year, 44 sacks. You don't generate the heat from the front, your secondary is exposed. It's not that Richard Sherman and the boys are playing that poorly. It's the fact that they're getting toasted because no one's putting the heat on opposing quarterbacks. That is the issue. So again, you don't have any dominant defense here, which is going to make the second half of the season and the eventual playoffs a very interesting run, because generally you usually have a team or two that can play some shutdown defense. And then inevitably one of those teams seemingly always get to the Super Bowl. But again, you don't have any of those teams. What you have this year is teams that can just put points on the board in bunches. It's not just the Patriots. It's not just the Broncos. Look at the Steelers. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger, do we have to say more? 6 touchdown passes in each of the last 2 games. Look at the Colts. Andrew Luck going crazy. Look at the Eagles. And every single one of those teams flawed defensively. Listen, the Broncos may be the best of the bunch in terms of defense, but even they had a bad day and were exposed in not ideal weather conditions, but by Tom Brady on Sunday, as we saw as Peyton Manning and the Broncos got destroyed in Foxborough. But again, it'll be interesting to see how the second half of the season plays out. Now, last night, of course, for the guys that I discounted the plays, couldn't do any better than Shawn Michaels as he cashed in again for you. You got his Sunday Night Bailout Game of the Year, a 59 play for a whopping $22 with Sunday's winner on the Steelers taking care of business and revenge against Baltimore. And then yesterday, he had to play twice as strong as 100 dime Monday Night Mismatch of the Year. You got that for half price, and he cashed with the Colts 49, 24, and 3 with 100 dime NFL max wager releases now the past 5 years. And the winningest football handicapper at the site just keeps on winning. $10 bettors up over $31,000 in college and pro golf ball combined over the past 5 years. And hell, in all sports combined over the past 18 months, over $24,000 won. So congratulations going out to him. Matt Rivers I turned to last night because I saw that he had a big NBA play. Winner number 11 out of 14 overall in the past 6 weeks. Top-rated 5,000-star NBA tip-off game of the year. You got it for $19. You saved $80 in the process. And he delivered the Brooklyn Nets in a 116-85 absolute blowout of the thunderless Oklahoma City Thunder. Now 8-2-1 lifetime with that play. And then you got the total from Brad Wilton last night as the 777 triple play. And as I said, just about every single handicapper here had plays on the Colts last night, including myself. For me, hey, I won 5 out of 7 days this past betting week, Tuesday through Monday. Hit 3 out of 4 football plays, bounced back from that disastrous pick on San Francisco on Sunday with the easy winner on the Colts. And again, hit 3 out of 4 in football this weekend, 5 out of 7 winning days overall. Yeah, no complaints from yours truly, guys. Now, today, we have a couple of college football games. They're in the MAC conference. To me, that means there are no college football games tonight. I don't have an opinion on them. I don't follow the Mid-American Conference teams. Few and far between will be my MAC releases ever in my career. So instead, I'll give you an NBA free pick, and I've got my best bet in the NBA tonight as well. And so does Gabriel DuPont, by the way. I want to mention him. He's won 7 of his last 8 59 releases, okay? Monday, yesterday, he had his 100 dime Monday night game of the year, the Colts, Today, he has a play just as strong. His 100-dime interconference game of the year, your marquee attraction in the NBA tonight, the nationally televised game, Cleveland and Portland, Trailblazers and Cavaliers. And I decided to make that as the discount play today, guys. Save $70 in the process, which means you get it for just $29 by using coupon code GABE29. GABE29. The $5 play of the day, Brad Wilson, who last night, of course, gave you the Colts over for $777. That was a 50-dime play. This is a 50-dime play tonight. His interconference total of the year in the NBA. Thunder Raptors over under. You get it as the $5 play of the day using coupon code BRAD5. And in football tonight, Jeff Benton's on another one of those rolls, guys, going for winning day number 12 out of 15. He had a 75-dime winner last night on the Colts. And, of course, just this past Saturday, he had the third ever 200-dime college football play of his career. Duke in overtime, the straight-up win against Pittsburgh today. 50-dime winner number 11 out of 13. His MAC game of the year. It's the Bowling Green Akron contest. Just as strong as his 50-dime NFL winners with the Redskins upsetting Dallas 2 Mondays ago. And then Thursday night, New Orleans easy at Carolina. This play is just as strong. You know, $10 bettors on all sports have won over $16,000 following Just betting advice since April. You get it today for just $22. $22, saving $77 off the regular price by using coupon code Jeff22. Jeff22, FYI, Jeff and Anthony Red are on the same side of this game. Now, as for me, going for winning day number 47 out of 73 and 16 out of 23. You know, last Tuesday, I started the NBA season by giving you an easy winner, a 17-point blowout win on New Orleans over Orlando. You got it for free as the charity play of the week. And I thought, why not? Do it again. Today, NBA Cheap Chalk Game of the Month. It's another 10-dime play. 2-0 so far in the NBA season with 10-dime plays. 10-dime winner Cincinnati in college football on Friday. 10-dime winner last night on the Colts. 32-11 roll with 10-dime releases over the past 10 weeks now it's been. And today, you're going to get this play absolutely free. It's the charity play of the week. Remember the deal. If I win tomorrow, I will ask you then to make a donation to an individual, family, somebody in time of financial need. And if I lose, well, it's gambling, guys. There are no guarantees. But I made you a fortune last week for free. Let's do it again here tonight. You get my play for free by using coupon code CHEAP, CHEAP, because it's my Cheap Chalk Game of the Month. And by the way, I am not on the same side as Gabriel DuPont. A matter of fact, that's a tough game. Boy, that is a really tough game. Now, I was going to use that as a free selection here, breaking down the game between Cleveland and Portland. But, you know, the Trailblazers have really struggled here out of the gate. Yeah, they needed a big fourth-quarter rally to top Oklahoma City last Wednesday, a game in which I had a 10-dime play on Portland that night. And then they promptly went out and lost their next 2 games because they just haven't been able to hit the broadside of the barn. So, to me, that is a very, very difficult game. And with the price, you know, you could look at it 2 ways. It's like an extremely cheap price to take on the Cavaliers, who, what have we seen them do so far? They lose outright to the Knicks, and then they go on the road and beat a Chicago Bulls team that played basically 3/4 of that overtime game without Derrick Rose. So you tell me what we're going to get on the Cavaliers tonight. So is it a trap, or is it a cheap chalk play on Cleveland? I don't know. Instead, I thought the best NBA play tonight instead was the Washington Wizards to take care of business against the New York Knicks, who, of course, after opening up their season with that 24-point home loss to Chicago, went to Cleveland, upset the Cavaliers, then returned home, picked up another win over the weekend. Listen, the Wizards 3-0 in the season series a year ago. Knicks, yes, they beat the Cavaliers and Charlotte, 2, playoff teams there, right? John Wall, last 4 games against New York, is just taking care of business and taking the Knicks guards out to lunch, 25.8 points. You look at the Washington schedule, and you see that they lost their season opener to the Miami Heat, and then they beat the Magic on the road by 7 and the Bucks at home by 11. Well, the Magic and the Bucks, what did they win last year? A combined 33 games or something. But just keep in mind, they, in their opener against the Heat, they were minus Nene, they were minus DeJuan Blair, both of whom were suspended for that game. Now they're back. They've got such a deep front court. They've got Paul Pierce there, who early in the season, I like Paul Pierce before he wears out. They've got Wall in the backcourt. Is Bradley Beal out? Yes. So that definitely hurts. But Garrett Temple's come out of nowhere to do well for them. I think Washington is to play in this game. I saw Washington in some places getting getting a point and a half. I don't care that the Knicks have won 2 straight games. This is a one-dimensional team. They like to shoot the ball. Their guard play is iffy at best. You're counting on Carmelo Anthony and a cast of thousands to get your points. And I think Washington, with their big physical front line, will be able to do the job and dominate the boards in this one. So the Wizards are going to be your free play. Best of luck to you guys, and I will catch you again tomorrow morning.